Savage. Here's the closer. He's got 15. Three-pointer. Blatch pulls it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Baller passed to Red Hot. Lets it go from the wing. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14. Gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Here's the closer. There's Mozgov. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Red Hot. This is it to Blatch. And there's the pass to Smooth. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer on the way. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Cans it from downtown. The closer's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
Here's Red Hot. 19 points in the game. Here's Blatch. Can't hit from 12. Here's the closer, and he jams it with authority.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
So Mike Budenholzer decides to take a timeout here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots. Like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Now here's Shved. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Cooligan. And here is Shved, down to 5 on the shot clock. Unloads. The shot that time, not on target. It's leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. Blatch the best to Little General. Fresh with the ball. And he gets it to go.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Shved the pass to Karasov. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
At the line for 2.
And he can't get the first one. The second from the line. Here's Easy Breezy. Pass to Blatch. Hook shot on the way, and it's in there. Blatch just got his second bucket.
It might be the most difficult shot in basketball, the hook shot.
Pass to Carsall. Kicks to Shved. There's the pass to Carsall. Just 5 to shoot. You can't get that one to fall. Gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Here's the beast. The rebound by Carsall. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. Taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Evan?
Interesting ideas. David, thank you.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. There's a minute 47 left to play in the third. Rebound by Cooligan, 51% from the field. They'll take that. He's covered by Fresh. And here's Shved from the arc. There's 4 on Sikic. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Left in the third. Here's Easy Breezy. He has 7. Little General the pass to Blatch. That one doesn't go.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Here's Cooligan, and the layup's good off the glass. He has 6.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Getting a meager 37% for the game. Here's Easy Breezy. Pass to Blatch. To end the run. And he lays it up and in. Blatch has got 6. 43 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. He's covered by Fresh. That one's on target from the wing.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Here's Easy Breezy. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And the baseline jumper, no good. Here's Karasov. Inside. Here's Little General. Off the mark. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. The away team delivering the blowout. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back in this short break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And the rain out be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Fresh is out there with Big Red, and then it's Little General. Then there's Easy Breezy, and it's Mr. Moves at the shooting guard position. Here's Cooligan, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Clark, take us inside the halftime locker room in the NBA.
Well, players typically just regroup individually. There may be some conversation between the players as a group, but then the coaches will huddle, evaluate what transpired in the first half, what adjustments need to be made, and then they'll communicate that to the team. And it's basically a time to rest and regroup for the players to adjust and strategize for the coaches.
Clark, you think there's any videotape review in there, maybe showing players certain sets, certain schemes?
In this day and age, for sure, with the use of iPads and technology, if you go back to my time, there was no quick turnaround of video in the halftime locker room.
Right. I do know officials do that, too, in their locker room at halftime. The chosen one, he's checked in for Big Red. And he makes both free throws. Here's Easy Breezy. To Rosario. Here's the chosen one. 4 on the clock. Passes to Easy Breezy. A three-pointer, no good. Easy Breezy's gone 2 of 7 from the floor here. Down low. Avila got it. Good job in the low post.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
That one good for 2. And it's 9 points for Easy Breezy.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And it's blocked. And around the break. Here's Little General. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Look, we hear a lot about the young basketball players in this country, the good ones playing in the AAU system. Is that the best way to develop talent for the NBA?
It's one of the better ways because the competition level is quite good across regions and throughout the country with these AAU teams. I think there's some great AAU programs and some tremendous benefits to participating in AAU basketball. Some things are better than others with it, but overall, I think it's pretty solid.
An outstanding 53% for the game. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Avila, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And that one misses. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. For a while now, you and I were just talking, we've had a rule that a team cannot go without a first-round pick in consecutive years. Could it be time to lift that restriction?
I certainly wouldn't mind discussing lifting the restriction, but I like it as it is on the books because it does lend itself, I think, to competitive balance. And that's important in the strength of the league.
From 16 and too long on the shot. Let's drop in for Mr. Moves. On 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the work. Here's Red Hot. It's up a 3. The shot misses.
You know, after connecting on one three-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Good zone. And again, unable to change momentum here. In the lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Here's Red Hot. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Red Hot's got 21 in the game.
And it's getting late, guys, but all of a sudden they have hope. When just a little while ago, it looked like hope was gone.
Hard not to wonder if maybe they left it until too late. I mean, they finally started to make some things happen, but at this point, they almost have to be perfect the rest of the way.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, and the basket by Carsall.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
There's Red Hot. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And the pass is smooth. It feels like we're seeing more and more of this, but bench celebrations and reactions at both college and pro level.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? I think it's an outgrowth of the social media.
You're right. I agree.
I think there's no question because anything that can be done that's creative and fun is going to find a life on social media and maybe go viral. And guys know that. They're aware. I mean, this generation has grown up with social media. So they understand that they could be seen beyond just the arena if they do something pretty clever.
And you and I are sitting over there watching. We're laughing as much as anybody else, aren't we?
Oh, I'm not denying that it's fun. I love seeing it, actually. But on occasion, it does get a little carried away.
Shoot two.
The first one falls. Good on both. Gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
There's Red Hot. From 18 feet away, it's good. Red Hot's got 23.
Nice piece of work there. Give yourself a little space and pull the trigger.
Do you think it helps the pace of the game with the NBA recently modifying the shot clock rule that after an offensive rebound, it doesn't go back to 24, it goes now to the new number, 14 seconds.
Well, I really like the rule because you don't have to bring the ball over the half court line which is 8 seconds, so it makes sense, and it does speed up the game, in my opinion.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. And he takes the fantastic lead pass out strong for his slam.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small in his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Knocks it loose. Gone 6 of 13. So just about 46% on their field goal attempts are in the quarter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Clark, the NBA gives out so many awards at the end of the season. Is there an award missing that you'd like to see?
You know what? I think they've got the bases covered really well with the number of awards they give out, Kevin. But I would like to perhaps see consideration given to a sophomore campaign award. That would be kind of cool because sometimes the rookie of the year, at least recently, has been a little cloudy because a rookie had been in the league a year, Ben Simmons, case in point, and then was counted. It was actually technically his second year, but his first year of playing. Well, a sophomore award might be something worth adding to the list.
That's a great idea. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. On 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Here's the closer. They get the rebound. Second chance shot. And the layup goods by Moskov.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
It's red hot. Pass to Blatch. A fader. And that one is off.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on it.
Count that one.
You allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
About 43% here in the fourth quarter. It's red hot from 15 feet away, and it's off the back rim. No good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Clark, there are a lot of factors a free agent puts into selecting the new team that he goes to. Talk about the factors that aren't basketball for these free agents.
Well, I think you could see some of them if you gave it some thought, Kevin. You think about a market size. Nightlife for some guys is important. Business opportunities when you think about places like Silicon Valley or New York or Los Angeles. Season of life for the individual player in terms of his family and where he might want to reside after he's done playing. So there are a number of different things that contribute to free agents making moves from one team to the next.
Now, did you have a family, Clark, when you played the last couple of years in the NBA?
We were without children, but it was Rosie and I. We've been married 4 years, and then our family started right after I retired.
Out to the wing. And they get it.
switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this high.
Passes it to Voron Sedic. He kicks it to Moscow. Shoots from 12. No good on the shot.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
You can't get it to go. Gone 7-13 from the field here in the fourth. To the middle. Here's Fritzl. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. The closer's got 16 here in the second half. They're struggling to keep up.
And we'll see if they can turn things around, Kevin. On this trip, they can't continue to come up empty.
That one wide left.
You can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Good.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in it either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shot, that lead's going to expand.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And that one really took the air out of this crowd.
Just like that. I mean, you could hear a pin drop in here.
Here's Pledge. Solid point in the low block, and that one's good.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
The pass to Voron Sedic. .43 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Clock at 4. Shot, high post. That one doesn't drop. It was red hot. 23 seconds left in the fourth.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
Here's the closer. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Keller, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you later.
Once you pick your jumper, it's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah, picking up the assist.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds and play 1 test game for each one. In the NBA 2K21 demo, you can also hit a quick game. That's right, you'll be able to play 5 total games with access to 4 stacked teams. Current Clippers, current Bucks, all-time Celtics, and all-time Lakers. 2KU is also back in this year's demo, so if you want to get a feel for the game or just work on your skills, there's no better place to do it. Are you ready?
Coming right up, every game presents another chance to improve and refine their brand of basketball. They want to win each half, each quarter, each minute, each possession. The NBA on 2K Sports. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Holland alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brett Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. They're still riding with the middle of the pack, but trending upward.
Well, seeing where this home team is right now, they believe they can be more competitive than they've shown. It's still very early in the season, so the optimism for a successful run is still there.
Now the starting group for the visitors. You've got Big Red. Red Honors out there with Baller. Then it's the chosen one, and it's Smooth in the small forward position. They've got Laverne. Matuma's out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Dakota in at the point. Early part of the season, Brent, did you take a while to get back in the swing of things, or were you ready to go out of the gates?
In order to stay in the NBA, Kevin, no, I could not do that.
Right, yeah.
I could not do that.
You played 14 years.
I love coming into training camp being in tip-top shape. It really was something I took a lot of pride in, is that I wanted to be going so that our practices for our coaching staff was something we could get through. Now, I understood the role of other guys on the team where it might take a little while for them to get going, but for my mindset and my confidence in the year, I wanted to make sure that the off-season and the work that I was putting in, because that's where players improve the most, I was going to come into camp ready to go.
Here's Red Hot. Just 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
No question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
And it's Laverne missing. To the inside. Here's Smooth. And no good that time. Great D that time for Batum. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. They swipe it. Here's Smooth. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Now, here's Laverne. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Now here's Batum. D right on him. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Dakota. Misses the 3rd.
Close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Red Hot. He's coming off a 25-point game again. To the paint. Here's Baller. Can't connect from short range.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Here's Smooth. It's tipped. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here is Descote. Pass to Laverne. Fades. A shot. No good.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
They get it again. Flash. And it's blocked. Outside the 2. Snatched up. The Bailey, the pass to Laverne. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and brings it in. And then ties it up.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Again, grabs the miss. Gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Now here's Fournier. He's covered closely. Batum scanning the floor. Inside. Shots good by Laverne.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far. And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat, Greg. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Chance to look at the numbers for Fournier. How he did last season. Averaged about 15 points a game, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up and he's really delivered.
Flash the pass to Smooth to end the cold streak. It's rebounded by LeBaron.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Down low. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Descote. Fournier dishes to Batum. The pass to LeBaron. Inside Fournier. It's blocked. And they're running. Here's Smooth. Batum grabs the miss. And a lowly 30% to start this game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy. Shoot 2.
And that one falls for Batum. So he gets them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's Smooth. Passes it to Ball. Here's the chosen one. Second chance effort. Pass to Blatch. At the clock, winding down, and it's blocked. Here's Descote. Outside, Batum. Pass to Fournier. That's it over from 11, and they pick up 2.
He had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Been pretty brave so far, about 23%. It was red hot. The pass to the chosen. Ball is guarded by Fournier. Here's Smooth. Again, grabs the miss. Smooth's gone 2 for 7 from the field. Batum passes to the Bailey. That one misses. 3 shots all come up empty. To the right side. Here's Smooth. Those 3 pointers off the mark.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Descote. Passes it to LeBron. 7-foot shot. That rings all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
So Mike Budenholzer decides to take a timeout here. Talent coming from everywhere these days, Brent, including the developmental league. The G League has done a wonderful job watching players develop there and then vaulting them up to the big league.
And I think last year, Kevin, the numbers were that more than half the players in the NBA had spent some time in the G League. You want to talk about that league coming along? Massive. And what we're seeing, too, over the past few years, Kevin, is people doing a great job of using the G League a lot better. Not just experimenting and lab ratting what that team is about, but really well thought out player development and speaks to guys on their team rather than just practicing and traveling and sitting and watching games. We're watching guys go play a game in the afternoon and then coming up to the NBA level and participating in NBA games that night. That's going to go a long way to make guys in the early part of their career take their necessary strides in a lot quicker than normal.
This 2-way contract has been a wonderful addition.
Except if you talk to their agents, Kevin. Yes, it's been very good for the control of an organization to find that kind of talent. Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Now here's Hayes. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dan Good that time. Here's Bill General, 6-point game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Here's the chosen one. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. ABC, and the shot goes in.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
1:58 left to play in the first. Here's Will General. Tries again. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one at the line is good. yards from the stripe. Here's ABC. Pass to DuBois. There's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Little General. Pass to Rosario. Off the mark at the outside fadeaway.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there, Kevin. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Here's B. Finds the back of the bucket from 13 feet out.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Easy Breezy, covered by Hayes. Shot clock at 6. The offensive rebound. Here's the chosen one. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Out to the right wing. ABC passes to the chosen one. Here's ABC. Now here's Hayes. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Check in for B. And so here's the home team. It's a 5-point game. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Easy Breezy. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. There's the pass to Perez. Here's Easy Breezy from deep three-point range. And that does it for the first quarter. The home team up 5. We'll get right back to the action when we return. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Fresh is out there with the chosen one. Then there's Easy Breeze. And then it's Little General. And it's Perez in at the 3. To the left wing. Pocket 6. Fires from 18. DuBois pulls it in. Well, 50% from the floor. The chosen one passes to Hayes. Ntilikina looking it over. And that one tries. Hayes has got his second basket.
Ntilikina sensing when one of his guys was not covered, and then he found him.
Here's Easy Breezy. Here's the chosen one. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against two nations. And for Frank Ntilikina, some questions as to where he is best suited.
I mean, for me, I like when he plays more off the ball. I mean, he's shown that he continues to score when he only has to worry about that aspect of his game. He's still very young and has a great set of skills with which to work.
Here's Easy Breezy. He's been quiet so far. There's still no points in the game.
Just a
ABC. And it's Hayes in the corner. Here's a three. Here he's a from three-point range. Hayes has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Sometimes you like to see guys go with the bounce pass, threading it through there perfectly.
Tipped away. Fast break. Here we go. Here's ABC. And he gets off the fast break with a master slam.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Here's Easy Breezy, covered by Hayes. Here's Little General, 6 to shoot. Pass to Easy Breezy. That's the 3-5. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
Man, didn't have a ton of room to get that shot off. That's the kind of shooter he is.
And there's the pass to ABC. He kicks to Hayes. To the left side wing. From out of the wing, he keeps it down.
Now that's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
So Mike Budenholzer decides to take a timeout here. Well, we hear this all the time. Good defense beats good offense. You think that's true?
I don't know how defense scores. So, in today's game, seeing the juggernauts and seeing what we've seen, Kevin, quite frankly, as some of the best offensive teams, not only in the last 5 years, but in the history of the league, around the Houston Rockets and what the Golden State Warriors have been able to do. It's about equipping your team defensively to be able to stop that style. And certainly, every coach will say it comes down to defense because that is something you can control.
And a moment to see numbers for Nicholas Batum. How he performed last season. 8th in three-point field goal percentage, 11th in blocks. And he ended up in the top 15 in steals as well. Some of the quickest hands in the league.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency from 3 last year, top 10 in the league, he's truly a dead-eye shooter when he gets it going. Goes right on. Out to the right wing. Here's Bletch, and it's good off the back rim and in.
Loving the confidence. Just rise and be free. And you know you can do this.
There's something to be said about knowing yourself. It allows him to shoot and shoot comfortably, even with taller defenders out there.
Now, here's Laverne. He's got 6. And Batum kicks to Nilikina. Shot from the wing. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Crucial for Nilikina's development. The more shots he can hit like this, the more confident he will grow.
Here's Smooth. Happy to see that one going after missing 6 of his 9 shots today.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Here's Nilikina. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Nilikina showing off some dizzying handle.
Gone 4 of 6 in the field here in the second. Passes it to Ball. It's right out. He's guarded by Fournier. Pass to Smooth. Oh, he blocked it and it flips off the backboard.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Fournier goes in. Here's Laverne. Hits it to back from the right wing. Laverne's got 8 points.
They got hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
It's right out. The pass to Smooth. He throw line jump shot, and the basket is good. Smooth's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Nilikina passes to Batum. Now Laverne. 8 points for him. A high post shot off the left rim and out. Gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And the basket by Blatch.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Here's Nilikina. passes to ABC. The feed to Laverne. Buries it down low. He's got 10.
A lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Watch with it. His last outing, he had 8 points. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the 2. Mr. Move checked in for ball. Here's Mr. Moves. He's guarded by Fournier, and the basket by Blash.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's DeCola. Pass to Booth. Nice move. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
D, he's checked in for Evan Fournier. Gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Out to the wing. Now here's Fresh. Guarded close. Smooth passes to Mr. Moves. And here comes the break. Here's B. And he banks in the lane. B's got 7 points in the game.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Most teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to the ball. All right, David, thank you.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
It would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
And the chances of that happening don't look good.
Here's Mr. Moves. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And so out of bounds it goes. No keep possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Easy breezes checked in for Red Hot. Just 3 to shoot. Hit them clean. And here's the fast break. Here's Bean.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
And he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Here's Easy Breezy. 10-point game this last outing.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Laverne. Bangs on the trifecta.
Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that so much for defense.
109 left now here in the second. Mr. Moves takes it off the glass.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Getting an unreal 70% from the field, making a mockery of this defense. Laverne bangs it to D. It's deflected. Here's Easy Breezy, and the pass to Smooth. And it's DeColo with the rebound. Smooth's on 4-12 from the floor. They get a hand on it. This is it to Laverne. Over to the wing. And he's going up for the alley-oop. An easy breezy. Here's the three. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
DeColo passes to LeBron. 4 seconds left. Here's LeBron. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
It's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time, he executed.
And so it's the home team holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Right back after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Taking a look at this home squad. Kenny, some perspective, please.
They have run their offense straight out of the coach's textbook. Both ball and player movement have been excellent. And the result of all that movement, almost all high-quality shots they generate. It's pretty to watch. Very good fundamental basketball.
Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Well, they struggle in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. So you got to protect the rim.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, B has been exceptional here, Mattis.
Yeah, early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. They've got Batum, Fournier out there with LeBron, and it's DeColo in at the one spot.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Now, here's LeBron. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw, good from LeBron. So 1 for 2 that time with the strike. And from the field, 44%, not bad. From downtown, oh, good on that one. Wonderful up to this point, 67%. It's tipped. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Let out the pass to the chosen. Here's Smooth. Finds the shoot. Ball started by Fournier. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Evan Fournier. First free throw is good. That one misses. This could get even more out of him if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
A floater. Goes back up. And the layup is good. 15 points for him.
And he just big boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Here's red eye. Here's the chosen one. A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Baller's got 5 points now this quarter.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Here's Dakota. It's blocked. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Blatch. And against the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment. Goes straight to the rim.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. No good for Blatch. Gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Outside Batum. Now the pass to Hayes. Drills the three-pointer. Hayes has got 10 points.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Little General. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Kicks to Hayes. On the wing, Batum. Shoots from the high post. It's good.
Mid-ranger is going to be an easy shot for him when he's got that much of a size advantage.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Little General lays it up off the glass. Little General's got his second basket of the game.
And not sure what you can do with a guy like that. With his handles, he can just take defenders to score.
Pass to Fournier. The dish to Batum. Hayes the pass to the chosen. He kicks it to Fournier. Here's Kumboya. From down in the low post. It goes. Kumboya's got his first bucket in this one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Little General the pass to Blatch. Pass to Perez. There's the pass to Ball. Takes a 3. Kumboya pulls it in. Gone 4-7 to get things started here in the second half. And a missed play.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Out left to the wing. Passes it to Perez. To the middle. Baller passes to Blatch. And that's going to be a travel. On Friday, then on Tuesday.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together. Season stats for him. Last season put up about 5 points a game, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And he's putting in the effort, and you can see him getting better with time.
So many little things that you have to learn to grow as a player. He's just going through a bit of that process right now.
To the paint. Pass to Hayes. He's covered by Brown. They'll get another chance. Dumboya has got 4 this quarter.
Plus 8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Little General, covered by Hayes. Here's Little General. And he makes good on the way. Little General's got 8 points.
Man, that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now here's Hayes. He's got 10. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Here's Little General. Pass to the chosen. There's the pass to Easy Breezy. The chosen one has the persistence to tip it back up and in. He has 6. Gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Hayes. It's in. He's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's the chosen one. He's got 6. The shot's good.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Here's ABC. Dumboya's got 6 points in the quarter.
Now that's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
So Mike Budenholzer decides to take a timeout here. People talk about players' mileage. Do you think total games is the most accurate assessment?
I don't think so, Kevin.
What is it?
It's the amount of minutes that the players play.
Yeah.
I mean, there are plenty of studies out there that seem to dig around on when players reach. And trust me, they got to be lucky, but we're talking 35,000, 40,000 minutes in the league. That the body is just not capable at that point of replicating the things that it's done year in and year out. So forget about the games. Go to total minutes played. That's where you'll find the biggest fall off for some of your favorite players that have amused and entertained you for years.
Interesting. Now here's Fresh. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And that one drops scoring.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Here's ABC. 5 points in the game. And that one is good. ABC's got 7.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's the chosen one. Comes up empty down low.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that. Clearly
foul. And he makes the first. Both shots good from the stripe. shooting reasonably well, 45%. 141 left to play in the third. Easy breezy passes to the chosen. Gaines, number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
You can't just stop when there's a quick setup. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. And contact down the shot. So he'll be shooting free throws here.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one. Red hot is checked in for Mr. Moves. Both good from the line that time. 1:15 left to play here in the third. D passes to ABC. That 3 off the mark.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
First one falls for him.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Yeah, sometimes in the game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Pass to LeBron.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Some great passing from him.
And everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
No way he's going to pass that shot. He is way too far back and relaxed in getting out of it.
Here's ABC. He's got 7. No good, unable to end this run. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. To the inside. Passes it to Red. Pulls up. Kept alive. LeBron with the steal. Well, free throw drops for Dakota. And both free throws good for Dakota. So it's the home team, finally a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Easy breezy out there with Red Hot. And there's Big Red. And there's Smooth. And it's Rosario in the 4-man position. Shot clock at 5. Shots good by LeBron.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Red Hot the pass to Rosario. And it's good for 2. Fresh has got his first 2 points.
And if you keep working around on offense to find the mismatch, you can find easy points.
Here's Dakota. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Fresh. And here's the fast break. Here's Easy Breezy. Doesn't go that time. Breezy that time from Batum.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and and that's got to change. Capitalizing on the error, grinding out points, you gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
They throw good. Nicholas Batum. Fournier's jumped in for deep. And so he hits both. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. To the paint, pass to Red. Here's Bowler. Oh, good on the triple. And offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. And it goes down 2 points. 8 points for Nicholas Batum.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Batum's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. The pass to Smooth. This quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Head out the pass to the chosen one. Basket number 8 is all good. He has attempted 12 shots.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Dave Polo. And that one, good.
Makes up for the speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
Head out the pass to the chosen one. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. DeColo dishes to Fournier. And they immediately answer back with a dunk at the other end.
Making the most of the screen. That's stuff.
And it's in the perfect spot, right? Freezing up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Pass to Laverne. No look there. Risk number 4 in 12 tries. Gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Pass to ball. Here's the chosen one. Laverne with the steal. Ball stolen. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Laverne with the steal. Outside, Batum. Offline with the baseline jump. 3 on 3. Smooth passes to the chosen one. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation. And the delivery, Kevin, on time, on target.
Little General's checked in for Red Hot. Down 4 of the 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. Pretty nice efficiency there. Here's Dave Polo. Here's LeBailey, latch covering. With the fadeaway. LeBailey, no good. On 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. And yes, it's good. And that's now 10 points for Big Red.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Outside Fournier. And that one goes long.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look. And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Here's DeColo. Outside Batum. Here's Laverne. Oh, that's blocked. Ball started by Fournier. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kim? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going into your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm. And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout, before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, B.
And the shooting percentage, how about all the way in the 60s, shows how deadly he can be when he's feeling it. And as locked in as he was, they were trying to feed him as much as possible. But he never got out of control. I mean, he kept his head and just stayed patient.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David O.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the home team had some words for the team during the break. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Thank you, David. To the middle, here's Blatch. It's rebounded by the Bailey.
He rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Gone 14 here in the final period. The time to go forward. Now here's Higgins. He's tightly guarded. Kicks it to June Boyd. Uses the dash to trap it in. Here's Little General. Here's Baller. It's to Little General. Here's Smooth. Stolen by June Boyd. Good for the fifth time in 5 shots. He remains on exactly 2 boards. There's has to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth. 8-12. Down low. Blatch. The bench is Smooth. And the officials call for a 3-second violation. Easy versus left in for Little General. On 6-12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Here's Dave Polo. They grabbed their own miss. A Bailey and the rebound coming off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket of the game.
How frustrating for the defense if you get the stop but then fail to block out.
Yeah, that pops your confident balloon out there, just completely deflating on plays like that.
Now, here's June Boyd. Tight defense on him. Here's Laverne. The layup missed. Baller is guarded by Fournier. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting very healthy, 6 for 9.
Any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Here's Dave Polo. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And stolen by Fournier. Shot is good after that 3-man in. Fournier's got 4 points in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
And he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
1:56 left in the fourth quarter. DeColo passes to June Boyd. Here's Laverne, and it's caught. Ball is guarded by Fournier. Inside, Blatch. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll call the shooting foul. Good Blatch. And that's good as he hits both of the shots. Here's DeCola. And there's the call on Easy Breezy. That's his first foul. But out is checked in for Easy Breezy. Here's LeBailey. Pass to Laverne. Boyle with it. Passes it to DeCola. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Steps back and fires. There's Laverne. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Laverne's got 19 points.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, it's almost like he's got a magnet on that ball here tonight. He's in the right spot all the time.
DeColo dishes to Fournier. Puts it up from 17. They get it back. 6 for 6. He's wrecked and missed from the field.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
That's to Laverne. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the turnover. That's going out of bounds.
I know people can't see you, Kevin, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that thing.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Red Hot on the basketball. Here's Red Hot. Ring shot on the way. And that one hits back iron. Stolen away. There's the lob to the hoop.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Some good moments throughout. All right, Dave. Good job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by Gilas Sports. We'll see you next time.
Can't wait to get started in the NBA 2K21 demo, get my players started, and of course, all-time Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
Just out of curiosity, Chris, who has more championship rings?
Yeah, I was going to talk about the Lakers, but then you bring up that argument, and I really don't have anything to say about it, unfortunately. So that's a low blow.
So I'm going with the Celtics.
I'm going to go with the Lakers. It's on, Alexis.
It's on. Let's go.
Stop.
Kobe attacking, and Kobe throws it down home. And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started.
Coming right up, this is his home squad playing against the visiting team.
Welcome everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be back quickly on Thursday and then on Wednesday.
You know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer for a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Now the starting group for the visitors. The chosen one out there with Big Red. Then there's Smooth. Then there's Baller. And it's Red Hot in at the 1 spot. They've got ADC. Dario Saric is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's ADC. And it's Doc in at the 2-guard spot. Here's the alley-oop through. There's a lot of expectations, high expectations when you're the #1 overall pick in the draft.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's something that I wanted. Derek Coleman was from Detroit 2 years earlier. He was the #1 pick, and I've always been a fan of his, so I felt like he was passing the baton, and I had to kind of do what he did. And then Shaquille O'Neal was Rookie of the Year before myself, and the #1 pick. And so for me, I looked at it as, a pretty big weight, but the honor was more than the weight. And I was honored to be picked #1, and I relished in that, and I had great teammates that allowed me to grow.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from D.
Here's Smooth. To the paint. Here's the chosen one. It's held in by Zubac.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that was a stunt.
And the call will be against Red. That is his first foul of the game. And Bogdanovich kicks to Zubac. Back the pass to Zubac. To the middle. Here's Top. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. Put on the chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Back to the 10. I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
He had very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Easy breezes checked in for Red Hot. Gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Easy breezy passes to the chosen one, and he uses the glass on the layup. The chosen one's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The pass to Doc. Here's Hukic. Passes it to Doc. 5 on the clock. A 3. And chance shot. And it Zubac's laying it in.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with the soft touch to match.
That bucket in no time at all. The chosen one's got 6 points.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball.
Hukic passes to Bogdanovich. Here is Doc. Out to Saric. On deep. Good on the 3-point shot.
Lazy, 45 free throw. They got the deep.
Smooth passes to the chosen one. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's his first trip to the line. The first one fell. He's perfect from the line this time. Gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Hukic passes to Saric. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Watch with it. This came out, he had 14. Nailed from 3-point land.
That's a nice play. Getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, he may just have to put a little more arc under that. But either way, it's a tough shot.
Hukic. Blatch pulls it in. Gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Here's the chosen one. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. 10 points for him.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here is Doc. It's Saric, top of the key. Over to the left wing. Will it go? 6 on the shot clock. Here is Zubac. No good with the layup.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to defend points.
No one to blame on that one but himself. When you get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
That one misses. Gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. Very solid start for them. It's held in by Zubac, and just about an even 40% to start. Here is Doc, and it's going to be out of bounds. And they retain possession. These are the players who had the most success from deep last season. Bojan Bogdanovic, third.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
Here's Bogdanovic. He's coming off a 10-point game again. Pass to Ukic. Here is Doc. Just 5 to shoot. On the wing.
And they've had chances to score inside, just unable to convert.
The chosen one passes to Smooth. Here's the chosen one, and he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. The chosen one's got 12.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
And yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
Pass to Don. Back to Hazonia. Here's Samanic. They can't stop the run with that one. And here's Fresh. It's held in by Zubac. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. Stolen by Fresh. So the wing on the left. From outside the arc, sinks the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And now, here's Hazonia. He's covered by Fresh. Hazonia, good, nice job down low.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
On 8-12 on field goal attempts so far. Fresh, the pass to the chosen one. Down low. There's Rosario. The layup off target. From 46% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Here's Samanic. That's covering. And that one's good. Samanic.
Yeah, coach's pet key there. No box out.
Well, it's simple. You fail to put a body on something, you're inviting a breakdown in the defensive flex.
Fresh, the pass to the chosen one. Got a piece of it. Here's ABC. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Pletch. And it's Samanic with the rebound.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been easy.
And Little General gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's the closer. Passes to ABC. Releases. Shot clock at 6. Great look there, but off target.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Exactly right. That's the kind of shot they're trying to work for at their offensive.
Here's the chosen one. Does not score for only the second time in 7 shots this game. And the chosen one gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And so here's the home team. 4-point game. Pass to the closer. Here's ABC. Pass to Samanic. Here's ABC. The three. It's good from long range. ABC's no point.
That's a shot that we can give up.
We've heard some people criticize the Leafs' obsession with the three-pointers, saying the game is less fun to watch. You and I have talked to coaches who do not like the style of play.
You know what I do, Pam, but it's all in the way that it happens. So let's talk about a team like Golden State, okay? Golden State shoots so many threes, right? But they don't shoot the most threes, and they have the best ball movement. And they still take the most number of twos. And so they have a balanced game. Now, they have three of the best shooters last season out of any team, maybe in the history of the game. They don't take the most threes, but then you have teams that have every guy shooting under 30%, and they're shooting 100 threes with no ball movement. Yeah, something's backwards. It's still about playing basketball and shooting threes, not shooting threes to be in a game that happens to be a basketball. If that makes sense.
It does. Perfect sense. And so here's the home team. They trail by one. And it's blocked.
And already they take out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
The chosen one passes to Perez. And he can't stop this drop on another miss. Over to the left wing. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And stolen by Hezonja. 1:03 left here in the first quarter. So they take the lead.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball.
59 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's the beast. Here's the pass to Mr. Lewis. Here's Will General. Connects from three-point range.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, Greg, it's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Passes it to Hezonja. 32 seconds left in the first. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Bender. It's clocked. Now here's Fresh.
The communication between teammates on that alley-oop.
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. In 39% in the early minutes of this game. Here's ABC. Right wing. Here's the closer. That's it off. And it's good. Hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
Yeah, that's a tough call there with the naked eye. Fortunately, the league's replay center able to slow it down, zoom in, and check all the angles.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Still in better shape than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take a look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, in the visiting team, what do you think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
He's out there with Fresh. Then it's the chosen one. And then it's Little General. And it's red hot at the point. Bender with the bucket.
That's just great touch. So the teardrop, well, that's all about teams.
It was red hot. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Cups in the layup for two.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Zizic. It's the jumper. Zizic has got his first basket. He has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Let out the pass to the chosen. Good on the bucket.
It's just been one of those nights where he got into the floor of the game and has not lost his touch.
Play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent. He's avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to launch the shot. I mean, this could end up being a big night for him. I mean, if this quarter is any indication.
And there's the pass to the closer. Here's ABC, and he's good on the three ball. ABC's got his third basket of the night.
Priority for the team. Come on, man. Gotta have somebody keeping track of it.
And he lobs it up toward the rim.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. You played for a lot of different coaches in your career, Chris. I'm sure you saw characteristics that you like in a head coach with all the different people you played for.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely want coaches that challenge you, that want to make you better, that helps with the team chemistry. But I would say, number one, you want a coach that understands they're such a good coach that their job is to infuse you with as much information during practice, and then come game time, they trust you to go out and do your thing. They don't micromanage during the big games. They say, wait a minute, we put enough practice time, you know what we should do, now go out there and make it. You want to trust you, you got to know it.
Right. Sharks checked in for ABC. Poked away. It's stolen by Sharks. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooter. Stole it. Passes it to Perez. Jumps up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Oh, you're right. I love the opportunistic approach. These plays can be game changers.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster with the defense right there. With the score this tight, you can't hit that one. Your teammates are going to think twice about feeding you the next time.
There's Zukic. It's good. This game is all in. ABC's got 7 points in the game.
Just good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Just solid on the one-handed slam.
Hey, guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Pass to Simon. Here in the second quarter, just over 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Zizic. Shot clock at 5. 2 points and goes. Zizic just got 4 this quarter.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot. Gave a little pump fake and then off to the races.
To the inside, the chosen one passes to Little Jimmy. Fires the 3, and the 3 ball is good. He has 6.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Zukic. He's got 7. He sinks the 11-footer. Let out the pass to Rosario. Yes, that goes in.
Dead-eye shooting from him this quarter.
On 8 of 9 in the second quarter. Very nearly perfect from the field. The pass to Zukic. Sharge up top. Pass to Zukic. 6 to shoot. Goes up. High post. Offensive rebound.
The the shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Offensive rebound. Another shot. That's terrific. Here's the chosen one. There's Red out. Now the pass to Perez. And here we go. Finished off the break.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
So Mike Budenholzer decides to take a timeout here.
Yeah, some history here, though. Of course, they won that first-round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing.
A tight game here in Utah. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Ball covered by Sharch. Here's Rosario. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. Shooting at 51%. Really solid. Here's Hukic. He's got 9. The teardrop falls in. ABC's got 8 here in the quarter.
He's finally got into rhythm here in the second. The shooting percentage has taken a nice jump.
And the basket by Blanche.
Oh, I love it. He's looking the ball down low. Always a good plan of attack.
Pass to Sharch. Over Fresh. That one dropped for his second bucket. Getting 2 for 4.
Well, you can't let Sarge get comfortable shooting from mid-range. I mean, once this happens, it's a wrap.
Passes it to Blanche. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Hukic. He's got 11. Zubac, bounce pass. Sharch, that's good. Sharch has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
His field goal percentage is creeping up there. I mean, it wasn't pretty in the first quarter.
Sharch has gone 3 for 5 from the field. That's the ball. The pass to Blanche. No good on the shot of it on that time. Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's guarded closely. Banked in off the ball.
A talented scorer. Likes getting the ball down low.
And in a league obsessed with shooting, easy to see why Bojan Bogdanovich has solidified himself as a key player.
I mean, over 40% from long range in recent years. Competes defensively. He's a player.
That's the basketball. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Hezonja. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control.
And that one's good for Mike.
The defense just too soft on that possession. You have to be closer and contest at the rim.
Here's Smooth. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Just more and more, we're seeing strong players give their sneakers to fans at the end of the game. Did you ever do that?
Oh, yeah, man, especially when I was growing up. I would get a pair of shoes way after every game.
Oh, great.
Really love doing it on the road. At home is really cool. On the road is great because that's where you know that fan braved all those other fans and the elements to wear your jersey and to be the only one there. So you look for that kid. I used to look for the kid with the number 4 Weber jersey and be like, hey, kid, I know what you need. Make sure you are on these bragging rights. Tell them he's a freshman in the game when we beat your team, baby.
Yeah, that's a neat way to connect. Bender is checked in for ABC. Here's Bender. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. First trip to the line for him here. And the first one, ABC's checked in for that. Taking 2 shots. No good on the second free throw. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice to system.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Under with a wide open look. They get it again. Passes it to the closer. Second chance shot. But they recover it. That's to ABC. Launches it. And another shot.
At the line, Bender. At the line for two.
And he makes the first. ABC is jumping for ABC. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
The pass to Smooth. 1:22 left here in the second. To the paint. Blatch up and in on the layup. Blatch has got 8 points. 1:14 left in the first half of basketball. Now Hazonia. Last time out he had 13 points. Passes to the closer. That shot off the mark. It's been a little while since they've been in the lead.
And that's why this is such an important possession for them.
Up high to stop the alley. You talked about a back and forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Here's Ukic, 11 points in the game. Inside. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
And I like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Baller passes to Blatch, and he makes that one. Blatch has got 8 here in the quarter.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
About 3 seconds between shot and game play. Ukic passes to Samanic. Fresh pulls it in. Down low, puts it up. High, quality look. He sinks it. Fresh has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Just a fantastic look. That's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that lead.
Up in time. And that one released in time, but no good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The away team leading by just 1. Trying to step away briefly, but...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every checking out the visiting team. Kenny, what's your take?
Well, I see a team that's playing smart, moving the ball around to the open man, just taking what the defense gives them. There's a nice flow, nice energy, a nice synergy to the game.
And big fella, let's get your And it's just about time now for the 3rd quarter to get underway.
As we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. What can you say? The chosen one, an impressive effort here today.
You just love the patience. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Charge is out there with Bogdanovich. And there's Doc, and it's ABC, and it's Ukic in at the 1. Here's Zubac. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the net.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line, Zubac. Taking 2 shots.
And that trip coming up empty. Missing both. And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. We got Smooth. Baller is out there with Red Hot. It's the eraser. And it's Blatch in at the 5 down low. Red Hot's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. Pass to Zubac. Here's Ukic. Basket counts. ABC's got 15.
And it's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on defensive.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Bogdanovich. Here's Zubac. And that is good with the on the glass. Zubats has got his second basket of the game. Being an impressive 65% having their way with this defense. Let out the fastest move. Here's Brennan. Shooting foul. And as the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws. This is his first trip to the line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. On the second, so he makes them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Ukic passes to Šarić. Here's Ukic. This is to Šarić. Fader on the way, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Here's Smooth. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Count it. Good.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Ukic passes to Zubats. Šarić with it. Latch covering. Here's Ukic. He kicks it to Bogdanovich. Clock at 6. Pass to Zubats. Takes it off the bench. 6 points for him.
And it's great to see Bogdanovich spreading the ball out. I mean, possessions good size, which allows him to see over defenders.
So Mike Budenholzer decides to take a timeout here.
And team strategy, especially guarded, one aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes, Greg, it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
The chosen one, he's checked in for the eraser. Wide open. That one drops for him. Red Hot's got 6 in the quarter.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. There's the pass to Zubats. Back to Bogdanovich. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the night. Bogdanovich has got 6.
And I like the commitment from Bogdanovich. Even when he gets knocked around, he stays focused on the rim.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And the basket by Blatch.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Passes it to Don. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. Pass to Šarić. Oh, gets the 21.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
And the basket by Blatch.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
Yeah, he's just not getting the ball. He's passing with a purpose. And this lead the scores.
Ukic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, just nice strength there and resilience with the shot.
This is his first free throw of the game. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Gone from the 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Here's Red Hot. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, easy call.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. The first free throw is good. He hits both from the strike.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Here's Ukic. He's got 17. The baseline jam off the mark.
It isn't the D that causes that. That's just a loss of concentration at times.
Let out the vest to Blatch. This is his first chance at the line tonight. First free throw is good. The coach is checked in for ABC. so he hits both of them. Hitting it beautiful here in the third, 56% from the field. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That free throw, no good.
This has become a theme for these guys. Way too many missed chances at the line.
And he can't hit the second. Wonderfully up to this point, 67%. Stolen by Gilas. Here is Doc. Pass to Zubac. Here's Zizic. To the middle. Here's Simon. Who's back up. He lays it in. And it's 8 points for ABC.
No basket feels better than a putback. Love getting rewarded for grinding it out on the glass.
And it's Zizic with the rebound.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Kept the water. Second chance at it. Blacks, no luck. Gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. To the paint. Here's Zubac. And the bucket is good. Great play chance here for him.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game. Gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Here's Easy Breezy. Zubac defending. The pass to Bazania. Here's Zizic. And here is Zubac. Here's Simon. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Hitting it beautiful here in the third. 56% of the field. Pass to Easy Breezy. Here's Perez. There with the three-point shot. Got half the shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7-14. Here's Mr. Moves. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Lasagna. Offline from the high court. Lasagna's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Here's Easy Breezy. Lasagna defending. Pass to Perez. 6 to shoot. There's the pass to Little Jimmy. No good. And they can't put it into this drought. And they're pushing it up. Here's Samanic. Over Fresh. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far. Shooting a very clean 5 of 7. And is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. And it's Samanic with the rebound. 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. The shot from the low post is good. Samanic has got 12.
His teammates keep giving him the ball in his favorite spot.
The chosen one passes to Perez. Here's the chosen one. It's only defender. Basket good. The chosen one's got 24.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Hook loose. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. We went over again.
That's a good coach. Crazy. Got to play heads up out there.
Mr. Move checked in for Little General. Out to the wing. Here's the chosen one. Cans the shot with nobody near him. The chosen one's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And I like the decision making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
Oh, yeah. And that's just a good read on his part. As usual, it's mid-range jumper.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Passes it to Easy Breezy. I missed that time. Would have put him up. an efficient 53% from the field. Back to Hazonia. 1:15 left here in the third quarter. Can't get it to fall. Gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Fresh, the pass to the chosen. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Even though they're down, they are putting on a show.
Well, now he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. That's off his run, so he misses both. Playing it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. First one falls for him. So he gets them both. And 47% from the field in the third. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And this is his third trip to the line tonight. The first one falls. So he makes 1 of 2 if the second one misses. A 3-point spread on the scoreboard. Azania, the pass to Bender. Here's Vukic. And foul on the shot, so little chance at the line. So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting inside. Here's the chosen one. And it's Zimonjic with the rebound. Zimonjic just got his 5th rebound in this one. It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. 2 shots. And he makes both free throws. Here's Easy Breezy. Down low. Here's the chosen one. And Easy 2 points on the way. The chosen one's got 29 in the game.
Shots are just flowing him right now, having a really strong quarter.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Mr. Moves. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And it's tonight. To the wing right side. Perez, the pass to the chosen one. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. We've got more in store for you right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Charge is out there with ABC, and it's ABC, and it's ABC, and it's Bender in at the 5 on the paint.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They worked hard to create that high-quality shot, and then able to knock it down.
Charge. Pass to Azania. Pass to Bender. 4 on the shot clock. Misses the jumper.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense, nothing there for him.
And there it is for him.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Charge outside. And the pass to Hazania. Here's Zimonjic. Passes it to Vukic. A 3-ball. Offensive rebound.
He's done almost no damage to the three-point range in this game. No threes in this half. One in the first.
Here's Easy Breezy. That's the smooth. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And free throws good, now beaten by 1. Both teams deciding to change it up. Both shots good from the stripe. Gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Outside Bogdanovich. Lets it go with the 3. Taps in the tray.
Bogdanovich is a consistent shooter from outside. Once he's in rhythm, he's comfortable from firing from beyond.
Here's Red Hot. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Red Hot's got 10 points in just the second half. Gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here is Doc. Pass to Bender for 3. The shot comes out. Got all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. To the inside. The chosen one passes to Smooth. Here's Pletch. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Sharich.
He got racked from that. There shouldn't be much debate there.
And the first one at the line is good. He's off on the second.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
Doc's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20% to the right side. Now the pass to Red. Here's Smooth. Puts up a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Wow, his first triple of the second half gives him 2 on the night. He's not making much of an impact from deep.
Knocked away. Zukic, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Exactly right. Momentum-shifting plays like that can change the tone of the game.
And he makes the first. Good on both.
He's taking an aggressive approach since halftime. Drawing fouls, getting to the line, forcing the D in the bad spots.
Sharich outside. Here's Zukic to the paint. And slam dunk by Sharich.
I mean, dunking is simple for Sark. He just needs good position.
Gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Passes to Red. Down low, here's the chosen one, and it's blocked. And the ball ends up out of it. They'll keep possession. ABC's checking for Bender. Pass to Red. There's the triple. It's held in by Fiba. In the fourth quarter, it's looked shabby, 48%. Taken away. And here they come. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Asked about Bogdanovich. Fires from deep. Hits the three-point line. And that's now 27 points for ABC.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held him back as a team.
Here's Top. He nails it. And it's on up.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, Jimmy Henry. He opened up.
When the game is tight, you can see why they go to him. Where was the defense on that play?
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And the first one drops. And so he hits both. 10, 50% from the field. Here's Ukic, and there's the pass to Bogdanovich. Zubac with it. Passes it to Šarić. A fadeaway. That's no good. He's shooting 5 of 10 for the night. Ball covered by Šarić. Latched the pass to Ball. The 10-footer finds the target. Being at 50% in a decent groove. Here's Ukic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I like that he's playing with the nerves here in the second half. I mean, he didn't get to the line once in the first half.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Got into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. There's Red Hot. Pass to the chosen. To the middle. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. About 45% from the 4 in the fourth. Here's Ukic. From 12 feet out. It's not going to go for him. Ball covered by Šarić. Red Hot the pass to Blatch. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
That free throw missing. So he comes up empty at the line. Here's Todd. That ball. Nice speed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 4 assists in the game. Baller passes to the chosen. Inside. There's Red Hot. And the pass to the chosen. It's held in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Bogdanovich passes to Ukic. To take the lead. Up again.
Tough play underneath there. Give them another possession. Just what they were hoping for. A little more time.
That one falls. And now that's 35 points for the chosen one.
He has just been in the flow. Offensively, terrific game. He has been the X factor.
And Zubac atop the key. Here's Ukic. He kicks to Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots. Offensive rebound. And that's blocked by Zubac. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of game.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets. Coach trusts him to make any plays down the stretch. I mean, because he showed that ability time and time and time again.
Here's Šarić, and the shot goes down. Šarić has got 6 points in the quarter.
He's getting a little bigger leadership. You tell Sergeant Jones coming from his team in big spot.
They have the latest to the chosen. Catching by Zubac. The 2. Nice tree shot on the top of the key.
He's a seasoned veteran. Comfortable having his hands, and it's a big possession.
Passes to Smooth. Here's Baller. That's the best of the chosen. He's again. It's held in by Zubac. Zubac is... Now here's Bogdanovich. And a lot of room. Good work there as it goes.
How about the confidence Bogdanovich displayed there? This guy's a clutch shooter. He loves being the man on the spotlight tonight.
The pass to the chosen. It's held in by Zubac.
Excellent deep. Ready foul. Got in the perfect position.
ABC's checked in for Dollar Sharks. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, ABC.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you've ever seen. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the home team had some words for the team during the break. The focus of his speech was hustle. He told his players, those guys are going to come at us. We have to match their intensity, and we have to play with a great deal of energy. We're all in here, fellas. Kevin?
And the chosen one gets the whistle that time. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. This is straight in for the chosen one. And so both free throws are good. It's a 7-point game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident that he's able to go up and knock those down.
Here's Red Hot. And no good. The try spell continuing for him. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
And the call will be against Red Hot. That will get him his fourth foul of the game, and due to the bonus, he will head to the line for two. And the first of two, no good. Great.
And Bogdanovich is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
No good at the stripe this time. The second misses also. Out to the right wing. Just his first attempt. Good. 6 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And he commits the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. So Mike Budenholzer decides to take a timeout here. What do you think, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
I'm really curious to see what their strategy is this quarter. You can't afford any wasted possessions.
Here's Smooth. No good. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Probably a little bit closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got the sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.